Well, thank you very much. It's an honor to be here at Abbott and just learning about Dr. Abbott, who hailed from the Ravenswood neighborhood of the city of Chicago, of the state of Illinois. I'm sure if he was here today, he would be so proud of the commitment of all the workers, not only of Abbott, but of our pharmaceutical companies across Illinois, across our country, with life-saving medicines and diagnostics. It's very, very important that we remember that our life expectancy has been greatly expanded in America in the past century, and for that matter in the world, due to the great work of men and women who are working here and all over our country and our state. So I think it's important that we honor that work. I think it's very important that we not forget the people on the front line. And as Miles just said, 13,000 workers at Abbott are part of our family of Illinois. Want to make sure they keep their jobs and have more jobs. And the legislation I'm going to be signing today is directed exactly toward that goal. I want to personally thank Miles White for his commitment not only to economic development and growth in Illinois, but also to the community of our state. He's very, very active in helping in civic affairs. I was with him in Copenhagen. We didn't exactly bring back the Olympics, but I think the connection of a lot of people who are civic-minded from Illinois going far away to talk about our state and our city of Chicago was a very healthy exercise. And I think we all made a lot of connections, and those connections will serve our state well for years to come. And I think it's also important that we honor all of those who are here today. We have a lot of people who made this law possible, who are committed to this. I want to salute them. I know I saw Senator Dan Katowski, the sponsor of the legislation. I want to thank Dan for his great work, along with Representative Karen May, who's with us as well from Lake County, and Senator Terry Link, who is a great, great senator and also a great White Sox fan. And as long as we keep winning, we'll be very happy. We want to make sure our two baseball teams remember what the Blackhawks did. You know, if you can never say die, if you work together as a team, never give up, you can win the championship. So we want to definitely win the championship when it comes to jobs and economic development in Illinois. We've had 5 straight months of positive job growth in Illinois. Last month was one of the very best months for manufacturing job growth in a very long period of time, about 20, 25 years. And I do want to thank Greg Bays from the Illinois Manufacturers Association, who's with us here today. We're very proud of our manufacturing and want to keep it going with his colleague Mark Densler, also from the IMA. It's important that we remember jobs and job growth are a key part of what government and business hopefully can work together on and have a good business climate for Illinois. This year, since the first of the year, we've created 70,000 jobs in Illinois, more than any other Midwestern state, and want to keep that record going. I want to salute also Norbert Riedel, who's with the Baxter, Chief Scientific Officer. I want to thank Baxter and Abbott and all the companies for their tremendous support of our bio convention that was held in Chicago a little while ago. It was very, very, very impressive. I think anyone who went to McCormick Place and saw all of the nations represented, all of the different companies, and all of the tremendous innovation when it comes to bio. Bio can feed the world, fuel the world, and heal the world. And I know all of us are committed to all 3 of those goals. And we are very well positioned in Illinois for tremendous biotechnology expansion in the years to come. We have great companies. We also have great research labs and universities in our state. We have hardworking people, and a research and development tax credit that I'm going to be signing rewards that kind of research and hard work. We want to make sure that it keeps going because it helps add to jobs and economic growth. I want to thank Jane Fisher from Baxter, also the Research and Development Department. We have Steve Carmish, who's with Takeda. Thank you for coming, as well as Marilyn Vetter. I know Marilyn was helpful with the convention as well, the bio convention. Appreciate her attendance. As was mentioned, we just have brought on board, and we're very happy they're here. Astellas, a company that our state helped locate in Illinois. I want to thank Linda Eason from Astellas, as well as Margaret Long for being here as well. We believe in innovation, research and development, and that we also understand that it pertains not just to the pharmaceutical world and health science world, but also to many other forms of creativity. And I've worked with Darcy Davidsmeyer from Motorola for many, many years. And I want to thank Darcy for being with us as well. We have Gary Morano from Hospira, and thank you for coming. Ken Hunt from Vasco. And I don't want to forget Ed Longenecker. I was with Ed, he's with Tech America Midwest. We went to NASDAQ about a year or so ago and got to ring the bell there. So that was the very best day NASDAQ has ever had. It was on Columbus Day of 2008. As you know, about the week before, it was a very tough time for Wall Street. Stocks went down, but that Monday they came back up. And so I'm willing to go to Wall Street to do anything you need to get your stock prices up. I want to thank also David Miller, who helped put a wonderful iBio convention together. We shouldn't ever forget how much hard work there goes into putting such a large endeavor together. I think they're coming back in 2013, if I'm not mistaken. That's pretty good. I think that's pretty important that we not forget when we bring all these people to our state. They see Illinois, they see Chicago, they see all the talent here, and they also see the Illinois Science and Technology Coalition. I want to thank Matt Sumney for here, as well as Matt Batos, both of them from the coalition. Can't forget Dennis Cianco, who's with the Illinois Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunity, and Warren Ribley, who is the director of the department. He worked with me also when I was state treasurer of Illinois, and I would be remiss if I didn't acknowledge Jack Lavin, who's our chief operating officer for the state of Illinois. He was deputy treasurer when I was treasurer. So it's a team effort. That's how you pass bills. I think every legislator will tell you it's a team game. If you're going to work together, there's no stopping Illinois. President Reagan once said, "It's amazing what human beings can accomplish when no one worries about who gets the credit." That's my philosophy. I'd rather see good things happen. There's a lot of politicians out there, they want to take bows for motions to adjourn. I don't think that's what we're looking for. We want to make sure we get things done for people, working people, people who want a good job, and especially smart people who've gone to school and are well educated. And they come to a company like this or our other companies represented here today, and they make a difference. They really are inventive. They do research that develop into great products. We want to make sure that they get recognized with good wages, good conditions, working conditions, and good benefits. And an R&D tax credit is a good way to incent that to happen. We want to keep our brain power in Illinois. Well, I appreciate those comments. I am committed to making the R&D tax credit a permanent one. Longest term begins with the first step. We're going to sign this legislation today that gets it going for the coming year, and we want to work with all our companies to make it permanent. So I'm now going to move over here. We'd have everybody get behind me. I always feel this is a pretty important process. You know, this is really what democracy is all about. The men and women of the House and Senate have do self-government to pass a law and pass a bill, and then it becomes a law when I sign it. So it really is a tribute to democracy, and we should not take democracy for granted. I told Miles I was in Afghanistan and Iraq a year ago about this time, and a lot of men and women from Illinois deployed on behalf of all of us in a very far away, dangerous place, and they did it for democracy. So we shouldn't forget what it's all about. So today, the date is, of course, anybody have the date?
23rd.
All right, okay. All right, Miles, you invited me here, so you get the first pen. All right, there you go. You have a sponsor a pen here? Here you go, Dan. Okay. All right, we're going to start passing them around here, okay?
Down, please. Photographer, please. Thank you.
Here. right, there you go, last one. So this is now the law of the land of Lincoln. It's a very proud day, I think, for all those who are gathered behind me. It was a team effort. Look forward to working with the team to make this a permanent part of our tax structure. But we have to make sure we get good jobs now, and this is a good way to get going for the coming year. Thank you.